fans, and we welcome you to the famed Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City. When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one. Headshot lands, was a hook. Able to lock in that target and bring it home well.
One or two more of those, it'll be the end of the night.
Teddy, many times throughout our broadcast we've seen through the years, when we get a southpaw versus an orthodox fighter, there can be a tendency for clashes of heads.
Yes, there can be, and also tripping a little bit. Sometimes they step on each other's feet.
That's a flush shot, banking away those body shots with the left hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Roy Jones Jr. with a royal right. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Oh, that's good stuff. Fire it right back with one of his own. Good work by Chad Dawson. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Chad Dawson showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. Crashes home with the uppercut. Dawson's left now getting into the mix. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. And right from the start, he's throwing the power punches and landing them.
I think he has a date. He wants to get to it.
10 seconds to go in this round. Not able to land the headshot.
Keep working the body.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Chad Dawson's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. That's a good left hand by Roy Jones. Scored well up top. Jones is just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. There's so much to like about Chad Dawson, but there are things that could be improved, such as
Every once in a while, he drops his hands a little bit. And every once in a while, he may go defensive a little bit too long in certain spots where he'll give you a little bit of an opportunity to catch up a little bit, you know, put something together. But for the most part, he's pretty solid.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Chad Dawson. Chad Dawson's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You gotta block those punches away. You see him holding on. Roy Jones Jr.'s punch is far off the target. Blocks the headshot. Really on the mark with that overhand left. So he decides to go downstairs early on, and I think he'll be happy with that decision later on.
Well, it tells you that he's a well-prepared fighter. His corner came in here with a good game plan. They understood what they had in front of him. A guy that's going to move a little bit. Start going downstairs, taking the air out of the tires.
Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight. A target on his head, and he places the hook right on it. Roy Jones Jr. is making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch.
Tied. Tied. Watch the hook.
And now they're trading blows. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no. Actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Boy, that'll put a smile on a trainer's face, landing a flush, strong hook by Roy Jones. Oh, he just misses with that headshot.
Move, keep moving. Beat him to the punch.
Accuracy an issue there. Didn't land that straight right hand. Roy Jones Jr. is on the bad end of a very impressive hook up top. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Solid. You never saw this.
2, 3, 4, 5.
So with 3 rounds complete, we take a look at Teddy's scorecard. Nice work to the midsection with the left. Roy Jones Jr. is coming out here after being knocked down in the previous round. How important is it for him to be cautious here, to make sure that he does have his legs underneath him?
You know, it's a little bit of a double-edged sword there, Joe, because if you're too cautious, hey, your opponent, he reads it. You're not in that ring alone, you know, and then he's going to get more aggressive. So you want to go out there, maybe feint him a little bit. Let him think you're okay. Let him think you want to go after him. Let him think you want to engage a little bit, and then wind up boxing, staying on the outside, buying some time.
Come on,
There's that overhand right. Roy Jones Jr. is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch.
focus.
90 seconds to go in round number 4. He brings an uppercut that really does damage there.
Move your hands up.
How about that left hand? Jones is not having things go his way tonight, but there's one easy. Oh, he just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all. So a fresh round is underway, but is it a fresh fighter? Jones's corner is hoping so. Based on what we saw at the end of the last round, who knows?
Well, his corner should also be hoping that his opponent across the way doesn't come out here like the...
Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Remember earlier, he was on the canvas. Now he's looking down on his opponent.
And we thought it was a bad thing earlier for him. It turned out to be a bad thing for his opponent because he got careless here.
Dawson's now getting back up off the canvas. Unable to score with the hook. Solid left hand to the head. How about that exchange? Dawson's got that test me if you can kind of attitude. He's almost daring his opponent at this point to try to land a headshot, but his movement's been so good. His defense is just supreme.
Yeah, it is. He's moving from the waist. He's slipping the straight shots. He's weaving the hooks. He's doing a real magical job in there, but his opponent is making no adjustments at all.
Well off the mark by Roy Jones. Able to get him up against the ropes.
Keep your body moving.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
You're doing great. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds.
Move.
Start of a new round, and it seems like a whole new man. Hard to believe that this is the fighter that was just knocked down in the last round.
Well, he's got some of those great recovery skills, kind of like Arturo Gatti used to always have. You know, he was a guy that he could be batted, he could look.
Oh, he gets hit by a left hand that he had no clue on. Jones is, oh, Teddy, this has got to drive his trainer crazy because he's leaving himself wide open with these sweeping shots.
Well, you talk about that old saying, leaving the barn door open, and the horses are going to go out. Well, guess what? The punches, sooner or later, they're going to come in.
See, that's what you want from his left hand. That's exactly what it should be doing, that left hand by Roy Jones. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Chad Dawson's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Halfway through round 6.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep working the body.
Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Big right hand from Roy Jones.
Come on. Keep moving.
They both decide to bring it.
Watch the hook.
Firing off the uppercuts. Great exchange. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. Oh, and they decide to trade there. Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. Really frustrating his opponent now. Dawson's so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now, if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he missed...
Roy Jones Jr. stumbled back. He just got hurt. Double jab by Roy Jones. Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking a shot. Halfway through the 7th round. Now the question changes. It's no longer a point of how to win, it's how to survive this round for Roy Jones Jr.
You're still not moving enough. Move, move. I want to see some combos.
Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark.
Unload. Ball punch. Keep moving. Keep moving. You got this. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Dawson's punch didn't come close. He's showing very good footwork. He's showing fine defensive movement here. But as for the opponent, how do you solve it? Oh. Dawson's leading on your scorecard as we start round number 8, Teddy. But there is some doubt here. Only a few rounds. Roy Jones Jr.'s clamped down by a left hand. Boy, he was hurt, but now he's gathered himself a bit. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting Roy Jones Jr. Did you see that? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The ref is stopping this fight. Roy Jones Jr. smashed, and he can't get up. Unable to beat the count.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockouts, your winner, Chad Dawson.
Now that's how you end a fight right there. Yes,